Hey guys, and welcome back to Reading with Mo. Today we are going to be looking at all of the books that I'm hopefully going to be getting to in the month of June. I have very high hopes that I actually can read a lot of these because a couple of them I've already started and I feel like this isn't too crazy of a stack to get through, so let me go ahead and share those with you guys. The first couple of books I want to show you guys are ones I have started already. As of currently, this is still the month of May, and I know I'm not going to finish them by the time June happens, which is only like 2 days away. So the first one is Miss Chloe, A Literary Friendship with Toni Morrison by A.J. Verdell. I am about like 30 pages into this book so far. This is a nonfiction book, and the author is talking about her and her friendship with the famous author Toni Morrison. I really am enjoying the writing so far. I know I will make a bit more progress on this before the month's out, but I know I'm for sure not going to be finishing this. Then we have another book that I have partially started. I'm only like one chapter in so far, but maybe I'll be a couple more before June, and that is Take My Hand by Dolan Perkins Valdez. I only read the first chapter so far and I really enjoyed it, and so I know I want to still keep it on my TBR and prioritize it for the month of June. This book takes place in the 70s in post-segregation Alabama, and we are following a black nurse who I believe is just wanting to find justice for something. I don't really want to read too much into the synopsis for this one because I am currently reading it. I don't want to possibly be spoiled for things that are going to be happening. Then there's a couple of series that I will be continuing with for the month of June. The first one is a Dune book. It's Heretics of Dune, which I completely skipped this book and went to the last book, which was Chapter House. I don't know, none of you guys told me that I was doing this wrong. I was reading them in the wrong order. I read the first like 50 pages and I was so confused. I had no idea what was going on. I was really just about to like DNF the book and the whole series in general. But then when I went, I don't even know how I ended up figuring out that I was reading the last book and I had skipped Heretics of Dune. So we're going to try this again for the month of June, and I'm going to attempt to read Heretics of Dune, which is the 5th book in the Dune series. And I feel like I will enjoy this one much better because I'll have more of an idea of what's actually going on. And then the other series that I'm going to be continuing with is the third book, the final book in the Tawny Man trilogy, part of the Realm of the Elderling series by Robin Hobb. I'm really looking forward to seeing where this whole story with Fitz and the Fool is going to be going in this last book in this series. I am enjoying my time with the Tawny Man trilogy so far. I just finished up book 2. And I read the first like couple pages so far of this one, and I'm really enjoying it. Can't really say too much since this is the final book in the trilogy, but I'm very excited to get this one, even though it is quite a chunky book. It is almost 800 pages, so this book's probably going to take me like all month to read, honestly. Then we have a few books that I chose from, if you have seen my most recently posted video, my bookshelf spotlight on my shelf that has like all the like blue and purple spines. I chose 4 books from that shelf. I tried to be very realistic of what I was actually gonna think I could get to. Possibly I could add on some other stuff during the month from that shelf, but I don't want to be overly ambitious with my reading plan. So the first one we have is a short story collection. It's New Sons, original speculative fiction by people of color, edited by Nisi Shaw. This short story anthology features stories in like the science fiction, horror, fantasy genre by a whole bunch of different authors. And then we have a book that's also another collection of short stories, but all by the same author, and that is by Hannah Lee Kidder. This one is called Starlight, and this is a very small book, so I should be able to read this like in one sitting pretty much. Then we have this very beautiful book from, I believe I got it from Waterstones. It's called Moth by Melody Razek and has these nice orange sprayed edges. This book takes place in India in 1946, Delhi. One partition happens and the British Raj is fractured overnight. We are following how this family is torn apart, and I believe we're following the perspective of 2 sisters, but I could be wrong about that. And then lastly, for the physical books that I'm trying to get to, we have African Europeans, An Untold History by Olivette Otel. This nonfiction book has been on my shelves for a few months now, and I'm really excited to get to it and see what I can learn about African Europeans that I don't really know, and there's a lot I don't know, so I'm very excited to get into this. And then I'm going to go through and check and see what I have on my Libby app, which honestly I don't really have a lot checked out right now. I'm on hold for a lot of things, but I don't really know when my holds are going to be coming through. But for sure, I do have copies of A Woman of Endurance by Dalma Llanos Figueroa. And this book is all centered around the Puerto Rican Atlantic slave trade. I have the audiobook and the ebook for that, so I'm not sure which one I'm going to end up using. And I have the audiobook for In the Face of the Sun by Denny S. Bryce. I don't remember what this one was about, but I know it was on my like most anticipated releases, so I'm gonna be listening to it and seeing if it lives up to what I thought it was gonna be or not. Altogether, I think that's like 11-ish books, so definitely plenty to keep me occupied all of June. And that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys have planned to read in June, or if you have any thoughts on the books I'm planning on getting to myself in the month of June. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!